Hello there, my name's Martin Colwell. Welcome to Golfbetsgold.com, the number one tipping service for golf bets. I'm here to tell you about the service because at the moment we're offering free membership to subscribers so that they can learn more about the service and get a taste for it. What we do is we bet each week on the main tours, the USPGA Tour and the European Tour. And the aim of the service is quite simple. It's to win 100 points profit each calendar year on golf betting. So if you bet £10 a point, you'll win £1,000. Easy peasy. Let me tell you about how the service came about. I'm a qualified accountant, and I've got quite an analytical mind and like to analyse. In the 1970s, when I was old enough to bet, I became interested in sports betting. And in those days, there wasn't the technology we have now, but I always tried to think of ways to win money that were, fairly straightforward, but made a regular profit. And then what I did in 2016 was decided to find two sports that I could rely on to make 100 points profit each calendar year. So what I did was I did 9 months of study and data research to come up to see what sports I could find. And I found two, golf and horse racing. And what I then decided to do is start 2017 doing actual bets on them to see how it went and test that for a year, and it worked. I was able to make those profits. In terms of golf betting, I've made 100 points profit average each calendar year since then. I'll just give you a breakdown of the figures. 2017 was 108.625 points profit. 2018 was 76 points profit. Excuse me. 2019 was 117.485 points profit. So the average for the 3 years was 100.701 points profit. 2020 to date, we currently stand at, and bearing in mind the season had to finish in early March because of the coronavirus, we were 94.945 points in profit already. If you take a look at screenshot 1, you'll see a breakdown of the bets for 2020, and you can see the type of bets we did, win each way, match betting. So I'll give you 10 seconds to take a look at that before we move on. So the service existed on various sites, trusted sites such as Smart Betting Club, until 2019. In 2019, I was working with the guys at Cleve Racing Horse Racing Tips, and we decided to create a dedicated quality site for golf betting tips. And in September 2019, Golfbetsgold was born. And we've been going since then, but as I say, the service existed from early 2017. Now let me explain the processes that I go through to come up with the bets. Two main areas, the golfers and the courses that they play on. What I do with the golfers is I spend a lot of time analysing data. There are various sites you can go on, but the two main tour sites, or the USPGA and the European Tour, are very good. They give you a lot of data to get stuck into, and you can learn a lot about a golfer and the elements of their game and the intricacies of their game, what times of year they play well on and what courses they play well on. In screenshot 2, I'm giving an example of player data at the top level. This one, as an example, is Rory McIlroy, so I'll give you 10 seconds to look at that. So you can see from that's the top level, and again you can drill down through the link on the site and go through into much more detail about that. if you wish to. You can do that for every single golfer on the tour. What I also do is spend quite a lot of time on social media, particularly Twitter, trying to see what I can find about the golfers, where they've been practicing, whether they have any injury issues, whether they've just had a baby, how many children they've got, whether they've just got a divorce, etc., so that I can judge their state of mind at the current time and how focused they're going to be on the game. And that's always useful because you know when golfers are ready and when they're not. What I do also is watch tournaments on Sky Sports Golf, but I'm also interested in the analysis on there, and I like to listen to golfer interviews and for other golfers to talk about, or ex-golfers to talk about other golfers, because that lets me know how they're playing and when they've completed a round, how well they've gone, and or how lucky they think they might have been. That's always interesting. The second element I spoke about was courses. Again, on those websites, you can look at the courses, look into detail, go over each hole if you wish. And I'll give you 10 seconds to have a look at the next screenshot, which gives you an example of that. So what I'm interested about the course is, the state of it, the type of grass, the length of the rough, what the type of grass is on the greens, because some players putt better on certain types of greens than others, what the weather conditions will be, whether there's wind expected or not, which sometimes favours some golfers and not. So I drill into all that detail. And again, if you look at the screenshot, you can follow the link and you can go into each hole. I tend to go through each hole on a course just to learn the outlay of it. And, if there's a left or right hitter, whether it suits someone, if there's a right to left fader, Bubba Watson, where he's a lefty, as an example, would hit left to right and sometimes leave it out on the left. So if there's a course not set up for him, I perhaps wouldn't like him, and vice versa, really. Then the final stage, the third stage really is to go on to Odds Checker or other odds comparison websites to look at the value, to look at the prices really for the tournaments and look to see what's value. I think that the odds setters on for golf tend to favour the top players and shorten their odds. People like Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson do invariably tend to always go off at shorter prices than they should do. So I think that the odds setting in golf is lazy. They're not spending their time working out. And what I do there is I look for value based upon all the information and data I've gathered. And that's when we come up with value, we come up with bets, because value makes, 100 points profit. That's the way we'll do it. So when we return to action on June the 11th, we'll be back on the USPGA Tour. At the moment, there's an Outlaw Rebel Tour going on in America in certain states, such as Arizona. And I'm going to be putting up free bets for that. They won't count for the 100 points profit, but there'll be free bets just for you to get a taste of what happens. The type of bets I do are a win each way and tournament match bets. In the main, 99% of bets are like that. What happens is alerts are sent out to members by email, and then you can go on to Golfbetsgold and see the bets. As I say, it's at the moment it's free to join, and you can get a taste of it, and you can join in the success we have, and if you like it, you can stay. So that's how it works, really. That's it. Fairly simple, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of data and a lot of detail, and requires a level of expertise. I can answer any questions you have if you email me at admin@golfbetsgold.com. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. But I do strongly suggest you join this service, because it makes 100 points profit each calendar year, and it's a good way to make money from betting, and it's an easy way to follow it and an easy way to bet. So all of you sign up now. Thank you very much and goodbye.